everybody, welcome back. I'm Molly, I'm your yoga teacher. So today we just have one single class. It's going to be a yinyasa style, a heart opening class. This is inspired by my favorite teacher, Kayla Nielsen. If you haven't taken one of her classes, go check her out, she's incredible. And she introduced me to the style of yinyasa. So what we'll do is about 20 minutes of yin postures at the beginning of class, 3 to 5 poses held for 3 to 5 minutes each. And then we'll go through a nice mellow sequence, not really moving towards anything too fiery or peak pose. We do have the chance to move to camel, but also some more mild variations if you would like. And then it would be great if you had 2 blocks or books, something sturdy, and then a bolster or a pillow. If you see me looking at my phone, it's because I'm timing how long we're in the yin poses. Yeah, it should be really nice. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe so you see whatever videos I'm posting, and then like and share this video if you do like it. Thank you for joining, and please enjoy the class. So today we're going to get started in an open-hearted Supta Baddha Konasana. If you have your 2 blocks, go ahead and place one of them horizontal underneath the back of your skull, and then one of them vertical between your shoulder blades and your mid-back. If that feels too harsh for you, you can use the bolster lengthwise, or you can just take out props altogether. But we want to move into a shape, back your hip bones up to the block, that you can settle into and find some comfort in. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and splay your knees out wide. Take out any wiggles, get them out of your system. Find your expression of this shape. Hands can be on your belly, on your heart. They can be cactus or T-shaped out to the side. Or if you're really open and want to move directly into a heart opener, you can reach them overhead or grasp opposite elbows. And once you've found your Supta Baddha Konasana shape, just start to tune in to your natural breath. Noticing the inhales and the exhales. Not controlling them yet, but just paying attention. Maybe paying attention to your breath for the first time today. Noting its rhythm, its length, its volume, and then the texture or effort behind it. Where does it feel like it can flow easily? And where does it feel like it's getting stuck? Without judgment, just pay attention. And then soften your shoulders outside your block. And we'll deepen our awareness of our breath. Starting to consciously create equal length inhales and exhales in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe you slightly constrict the back of your throat, just very gently. Creating an oceanic ujjayi breath, or maybe not. But I want you to work on making complete breath cycles. So letting all the air move through the back of the throat, through the chest and ribs, and then all the way down to your belly. And then out again, compressing navel to spine, deflating the lungs. Find some gratitude for this breath, for this ever-present force behind our practice. Knowing that if any shapes or sequences cause you to lose your breath today, I want you to back off. Recenter, reprioritize your inhales and your exhales. We're a little over halfway through this shape, so if you want to intensify it, you can change the shape of your arms, or you can just deepen your breath. And in this open-hearted position, start to tune into your heart. What's it asking for today? Without creating some kind of overly used cliche saying, just feel into what it needs. Try not to think. And let whatever your heart's calling is transform into your intention for today. Maybe it's something related to your body, maybe it's your mind, maybe it's your emotions. Maybe it's a simple word or a simple phrase. Something you can recall throughout class and revisit. And take 5 more breaths to seal that intention in. And then once you've completed those 5 cycles, or whenever you're ready, with as little effort as possible, gently remove your props. We'll take a rebound into Shavasana, stretching our arms and legs, letting our back body settle onto our space. If Shavasana isn't great for you, just find any shape where you can totally relax and feel a more neutral posture. Maintaining that smooth, steady rhythm of your breath. Feel into the left and right sides of your body. Top half and the bottom half. The front and back sides of your body. Keep the back of your throat long. Soften your outer shoulders to the ground. Once you feel like you reset a bit, we're going to move into our next yin shape. So prop up onto your elbows. We're going to find a Paschimottanasana, forward fold. And make it really gentle. So instead of emphasizing opening up through the back of the hamstrings, if you'd like, you can use a block or a bolster underneath them with a slight bend. Or you can use the bolster on top of your lap to fold forward onto. And we'll be in this shape for about 3 minutes. So again, find any adjustments that your body needs to totally relax. And then let your belly rest down towards your thighs. And your head can rest on your forearms, on a block. And revisit that idea of your breath. Still creating that complete cycle here in this compressed shape. How does it feel now? Does it get stuck anywhere differently? How does your body feel in this more closed shape as opposed to the open one. And does that bring up any thoughts in your head or emotions in your heart? Do you feel more comforted by this, or do you feel a little more restricted? Without judgment, just breathe here. Breath travels up and down the length of your spine, the back of your neck. We're halfway through this shape, so if you'd like to take a deeper variation, maybe remove or change one of your props, or again, just deepen your breath awareness. See if you can focus on the spot between your shoulder blades, the back of your heart. Opening up here as well. Soften your shoulder blades out to the side and let your head drop heavy. Three more breaths in this posture. Whenever you're ready, with very little effort, come back up to seated. Take out your bolster if you're using it. And then we're going to find a puppy pose on 2 blocks. If you ever see me on my phone, I'm just timing how long things are taking. But first, let's move into our rebound shape. So just release your spine all the way down to Shavasana. Revisiting, re-gauging how you're doing. Front and back, left and right. Just take 5 breaths here. Neutralizing and calming. Now we're going to move into our puppy pose. So roll onto one side nice and gently. Grab your blocks if you have them. And you have a couple options here. So for Anahatasana, we stack our hips high over our knees. We stretch our hands in front of us. If you feel like it's a lot to rest your chin or chest, feel free to prop a bolster underneath your sternum and rest here. This is a really nice option. So you can soften your arms more, not strain your neck as much. If you're a little more open, feel free to place 2 blocks in front of you and rest your elbows on them. This way you can sink your heart even closer to the mat. And then bend your elbows, bring your thumbs behind the nape of your neck. Maybe deepen that complete breath here, making sure inhales and exhales are even.
And as you deepen into your shape, maybe your outer armpits, your outer shoulders soften towards the ground. Again, what emotions come up, what thoughts come up in this kind of intense front body opening shape? Is it a positive expansion? Something that feels natural and good? Or is it a little bit vulnerable? A little uncomfortable? Wherever you are in your head space and your heart space and your body, let your breath be with you here without judgment. Just staying and noting. About 7 breaths left in this posture. But don't rush them. So if you want to deepen, if you want to prop up onto your elbows, go ahead and take that variation here. Let your low back space relax. Three more cycles. And as you're ready, start to wiggle into your fingers. Lift up slightly to remove any props you had, and then we're going to release into a wide-legged child's pose. So bring your big toes into touch, your knees out to the side, and belly releases down to the mat. And bring a bend into your elbows, just for some softness. But if you do feel really open and want to stretch your fingertips long, you can take that option. And if you have a puppy you want to snuggle with, that's totally great too. And for this child's pose, again, maybe pay more attention to the back area of your heart. Letting your shoulder blades slide out and create space for it. Child's pose is a wonderful shape to revisit throughout this class if you ever find that you need a home base to return to. But see if you can be here in a way that lets you release but not totally rest. Finding a little bit of effort but no discomfort. Inhales travel all the way down the length of your spine to your belly. Maybe you feel your belly press gently into your thighs. And then exhales, deflate the belly. Travel all the way back out of your body. Three more breaths here. as long as you need, but if you're ready, we're going to start to find a little more movement. So find a Virasana kneeling shape. Hips resting onto heels. You can keep your eyes closed or open. Hands just side up and down your thighs. And then maybe this takes you into a little bit of spinal movement, cat-cow. Using the inhales to arch through the spine, lift your chest up to the sky and release your head back gently. Using the exhales to tuck chin to chest, round through the mid-back. And then sneak your tailbone in between your thighs. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Always having the option to take a little more intuition with these shapes. So if you want to do some rib circles, if that feels better than a linear motion, then please do. Pay attention to what your body needs today. If you're taking circles, maybe switch directions. Neck, alongside the spine, alongside the ribs, alongside the pelvis. Good. And keeping the eyes closed if you would like, lean your weight forward, find a tabletop pose. And again, just experiment. If cat-cow feels really good, go ahead and drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze on an inhale. And then round, puff up through the upper back, press through your palms on an exhale. Using these rhythmic, more linear shapes to check in. But then as you're a little more in tune with your body, maybe you take some circles. Switching directions. You have 3 more breath cycles, wherever you are. And then as you're ready, on your next inhale, find cow pose. On your next exhale, bring your hands out a little bit wider. Lower chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, slide forward into low cobra pose. Untuck your toes. Zip your legs together. Spiral your inner thighs up to the sky and press the tops of your feet into the mat. We're really engaging through our back body here, so you could release the support of your hands and stay in the same shape. On an exhale, release forehead to mat. Inhale, pulse up into low cobra, magnetizing your chest forward in front of you. And exhale, release. Inhale, 2 more just like this. It's important to engage your back body with any type of heart opening class. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your feet out nice and wide. Plant your hands by the sides of your ribs. On an inhale, lift up and press back to child's pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, ripple forward into a cat spine, shifting weight over your wrists. On an exhale, lower the hips to the mat. Slight bend in your elbows. Inhale, reach the chest forward, high cobra pose. And then exhale, tuck chin to chest, child's pose. 2 more like that. Inhale, ripple forward to your cat spine. Exhale, thighs plant onto the mat. Bend as much as you need into your elbows. Inhale, bring your shoulders back. Bring your heart forward. And then exhale, tuck chin to chest. Press through your palms, hips to heels. One more time, moving like that with your own breath. Riding the whole length of your inhales and exhales. from your child's pose, inhale, ripple forward through cat spine, stacking shoulders over wrists. And then exhale, tuck your toes, untuck your sit bones, sit them back, think cow as you arch your spine back. 2 more, inhale, ripple forward through cat. Exhale, untuck your tailbone, reach your chest forward, but your hips squint backwards. Last one. Good. Moving forward to a neutral tabletop. Plant your left hand into your space. Inhale, reach your right hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm underneath or behind your left wrist. Right ear drops to the mat. Hips stay stacked over knees. Press through your left palm again. Inhale. Reach the right fingertips high to the sky as you kickstand your left foot out to the side. Modified side plank. And then exhale, keep the right foot planted. Reach your right arm overhead. Good. Inhale, low lunge. Bend into the right back knee. Shift your weight. Hands frame the right foot. Exhale, half splits. Straighten into the right leg. Plug your right femur back into its socket. Roll your left hip forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend into the right knee. Inhale, exalted low lunge. Reach your right hand for the left heel. Left arm overhead. And exhale, sweep your body all the way to the front of the mat again. Modified side plank. Left knee is planted, blade edge of right foot is planted. Inhale here. And exhale. 2 hands, 2 feet to the mat. Ripple forward to your cat pose in your tabletop. And then exhale, tuck your toes, glide your hips back, downward facing dog. Keep plenty of bend in the knees to begin with. Make sure you're finding length through the back body, spiraling your sit bones up to the sky, and then wrapping your biceps to face forwards. We'll take some tiny spinal rolls here so we won't shift all the way forward to plank. But on an inhale, lift your heels from the mat. Let this generate some momentum to roll forward halfway, puffing up through the back of the heart space. And then on an exhale, bend your knees, untuck your sit bones, glide them high, down dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift your heels, shift forward halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, slide back. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Good, walk your hands in a full foot or so. Bend plenty into your knees. We're going to find a vacation down dog. So this is where we really let our heart drip down towards the mat. Not as active as a pose, a little more relaxing. See if you can shoot your heart down between your shoulders for 2 breaths. Good. Now bring your toes out, heels in. Walk your hands backwards. We're going to find Malasana or Yogi Squat at the back of our space. If you need to prop up on a block or bolster underneath your sit bones, please do. Bring your hands into a cactus shape, so bend your elbows to 90 degrees. On an inhale, you're going to lift your heels from the mat, really press your heart forward and bring your elbows back. On an exhale, we're going to close everything. Forearms touch in the center, drop your head down. Heels plant to the mat. Inhale, open up, lift your heels, cactus your arms. Exhale, release down, hug everything in. Once more like that, inhale. Balancing on the balls of your feet. And exhale, lower down, all the way to seated. Crossing the right leg in front of the left. Keep the cactus shape in your arms, inhale. Think cow pose, arching through the low back space. And exhale, round into cat. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Opening up through the front of the heart. Finding space across the back of the heart. As you curl forward, walk your hands, find child's pose. On your next inhale, ripple forward to cat pose, tuck your toes. Exhale, sit hips to heels, Virasana. Inhale, extend your hips forward, reach your arms high overhead, kneeling. On an exhale, fingertips point down, place them on the back of your sacrum. On your next breath in, grow tall. Breathe out, gentle camel shape. So engage the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs together. Press your hip points forward and drop your head back. Good. Take one more breath here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, straighten up, arms overhead. Breathe out, hips to heels, child's pose. 2 spine waves. Inhale, cat pose. Exhale, cow, sit hips to heels. This guy wants to do a down dog in a minute. Good. Inhale, tabletop, neutral shape. Exhale, plant your right hand down. Thread the needle. Inhale, sweep left fingertips high. And exhale, left hand reaches out to the right side, planting onto the left ear. Press through the right palm. Inhale, reach up again. And then kickstand the right foot out to this side. Find modified side plank, hips press forward to the long edge of the mat on the left side. Take a breath in to really reach your left fingertips towards the ground overhead. And then exhale, we're going to find low lunge at the back of the mat, bending into the left knee. Inhale, stretch chest forwards. Exhale, half splits, straighten into the left leg. One halfway lift with your breath, finding some length through the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend back into the left knee, exalted low lunge. Left hand reaches for right heel, right arm overhead. Exhale, swing those arms over to the right side. Find your modified side plank. Inhale here. Exhale, tabletop, 2 hands, 2 knees to the mat. Inhale into cow pose. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Good, and breathe here. You can stay in this simple down dog shape, or if you want, 3 cycles of your spinal rolls, making it halfway on the inhale, puffing up through the back of the heart, and then exhale, gliding hips back. 2 more breaths. Articulating through the spine, closing your eyes, feeling into what your body needs. And walk your hands back a foot. Bend your knees really generously and sink your heart low to the ground. Short stance down dog or vacation down dog. 2 breaths. Press the ground away with your palms. Wrap your outer armpits down. Beautiful. And then we're going to bring toes out, heels in, walk our way back to Malasana Yogi squat. Good. Arms out to a cactus. On an inhale, press your knees forward, raise up onto the balls of your feet. Pinch your shoulder blades back together. And then exhale, lower heels, round through upper body. Elbows meet in the center. 2 more with your breath. Inhale to open up and expand across the front of the body. And then exhale to release softly. Find some opening through the back body. 1 more time. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower all the way into a seat. Cross the left shin in front of the right. Keep your cactus arms. 3 cat-cows. Open the body and close the body. Last one, big breath in. Puff up through the chest, through the ribs. And then breathe out. Reach your hands forward. Find child's pose. Inhale, way forward to your rounded tabletop. And then exhale, tuck your toes, sit hips to heels. Kneeling pose. Breathe in, extend your hips forward, arms overhead. Breathe out, hands to the low back. Fingertips can point down or up if you want a little more intensity. Breathe in to lift and stack your spine, hug your elbows back behind. And then exhale, press your hips forward. Stay active through the glutes. One more breath here. And breathe out. Sit your hips to your heels. Close your eyes down, place your hands on your body, and just check in. How is your breath? Is it smooth? Is it even? Is it carrying you through your practice? Or is it being compromised by your practice? How is your body? How is the front line? How is the back line? And how is your head and heart doing with that intention you set? Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, stretch your arms forward, tuck your toes under, glide your hips high, downward facing dog. Plant into your left foot on your next inhale, three-legged dog, reach the right heel high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, spiral under the right shoulder. Inhale, re-extend right leg square, right hip down. Exhale, tiger curl, right knee to chest, hug into your body. Once more through that sequence, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend knee, open hip. Breathe in to re-extend and lengthen. Breathe out, hug right knee into body. Plant your right foot between your thumbs. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale, easy twist, right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, bend right elbow, cactus your arm. Pull your right shoulder blade down, back body. Breathe in, extend right fingertips overhead. And then exhale, modified pyramid. Keep the back heel lifted, straighten into the right leg. Stretch right hand behind you. Rebend into right knee, easy twist. And then press through right heel, rise up, exalted crescent. Right hand down the left leg, left arm overhead. Exhale to settle into your shape. Inhale, open through the heart, breathe into the left lung. And then exhale, sweep your arms over to the left. Pivot left heel down, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, stay. And exhale, sink into that right knee. Breathe in, straighten, reverse your triangle. Inflate the right lung. And then breathe out, modified side angle. Bend into the right knee, place your elbow on top of the right thigh and stretch your left fingertips forwards. Staying strong through the outer edge of the left foot. Roll and spiral the left inner thigh up to the sky. Tuck your right sit bone underneath you. Take one more breath. And then exhale, turn the right toes forward, bend right knee, Skandasana. Always have the option to lift higher into a skater lunge. As you're here, inhale, open the left wing. And then exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Feet are slightly pigeon-toed, head hangs heavy towards the mat. Plant your left hand, inhale, reach right hand high. And then exhale, let that momentum circle you to the back of your space. Bend into the left knee, Skandasana on the other side. Hands to chest, inhale. And then exhale, lower down onto your sit bones. Plant your right hand behind you. Breathe in, modified side plank, press into your points of contact. Hips up towards the sky. And then exhale, lower back down. Pyramid, fold over the left leg at the back of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Micro bend into the left leg. Inhale, supported warrior 3, right heel lifts. Exhale, right knee to nose. Bend as much as you need into the left knee to get there. Good, press through the left foot. Inhale, stork pose, right knee up high. Exhale, sit down into Utkatasana chair pose. Breathe into cactus your arms, lift your chest up. And then breathe out, roll forward, round through the mid-back. Good. Inhale, stork pose on the opposite side, so lift left knee high. And exhale, release left knee to match right. Left heel is still curling in towards glute. Inhale, mini dancer. Engage through the back body. Exhale, curl knee into chest. Stork pose. Modified airplane. Inhale, extend left arm forward, right arm and left leg back. Exhale, stay. Inhale, stretch long across all limbs. And then exhale, slowly bend into right knee, lower left foot to the mat. Breathe in, exalted crescent. Good. Breathe out, modified pyramid pose, fold over the right knee. Inhale, halfway lift, really extend the heart forwards. And exhale, plant hands, fold. Press through your palms, inhale, tiger curl, right knee to chest. Exhale, extend it out to the left side, swivel left heel down, setting up for fallen triangle. Your next breath in gets you there. Left fingertips up to the sky or overhead. Take one breath to roll your chest. Good. Exhale, plant left hand, bring right knee into chest. Flip your dog all the way over, bringing the right foot behind the left leg, hovering the hips off the mat. Setting up for wild thing, press into your points of contact. Inhale gets you there. 2 full breaths. Can you spiral the left ribs more towards the left side of your space? Can you gaze upwards? Good, take one more inhale. And then exhale, 2 hands, 2 feet to the mat, downward facing dog. Ripple forward to high plank, rounding through the back space. And then exhale, lower knees to the mat. Rise up to your kneeling pose, arms overhead. And then exhale, camel variation. You can use your fingertips on your back for support, or if you're feeling really open and up for more of a peak pose, you can take the full Ustrasana. 2 more breaths where you are. Good. Tuck your chin to your chest. Slowly sit your hips onto your heels. Close your eyes down. Place your hands on your heart. Using the next 5 breaths to check in. Please stay here longer if you need to settle your breath or to re-plug into that intention. Otherwise, when you're ready, we're going to stretch our hands long, tuck our toes, glide high, downward facing dog. Moving through the other side. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left heel high. Exhale, bend knee, open hip. Spiral the chest under the left armpit. Inhale, re-extend, square left hip down. Exhale, tiger curl, left knee to chest. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend and open. Moving with the breath. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, plant left foot between your thumbs. Easy twist. Left hand opens up to the sky. Exhale, cactus, draw left shoulder blade down the back body. Inhale, re-extend. And then exhale, modified pyramid, straighten into the front leg, sweep that left arm behind you. Good, easy twist, bend into left knee, gaze up to sky. Press into the left foot, rise up into your exalted crescent. Left hand is down the right thigh, right arm is overhead. Stay for one more breath in. Good,
Good, and exhale, open your arms out to the right, swivel right heel down, warrior two. Take a breath in, stretch your wings long. Take a breath out, settle into that left knee. Good, inhale, reverse your triangle, straighten into the left leg. And then exhale, rebend, plant left elbow onto left thigh, modified side angle. 2 breaths here. Tuck that left sit bone underneath you, send weight into the pinky edge of the right foot. Stay long through the side waist, and then spiral chest up. For 1 more breath. Good, on your exhale, bend into the left knee, Skandasana. Weight onto the right heel, right toes are lifted. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Good, exhale, wide-legged forward fold, toes in, heels out. Plant your right hand, inhale, sweep, left hand high. And then exhale, let the momentum carry you into Skandasana, into the right knee. Hands at heart center. Inhale, puff your chest into your thumbs. And then exhale, lower sit bones to the mat, release your left hand behind you. Sweep that right arm forward. Inhale, modified side or wild thing. Good. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Modified pyramid at the front of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Micro bend into the right knee. Inhale, supported warrior three. Exhale, left knee to nose. Stork pose, press the ground away with your right foot. Reach your arms and your left knee high. And then exhale, land in your Utkatasana chair pose. Bend your knees, shift your hips back. Cactus through your arms, puff your chest up. Think arching with your low back. And then around through your spine, hands meet in center. Tuck chin to chest. Inhale, open up to chair again. This time, stork pose with the right leg up to the sky. And then release the right knee to match the left, but curl right heel into glute. Mini dancer on your inhale, open up. Engage right glute to extend that leg behind you. Good, exhale, stork pose. Modified airplane, left hand and right leg, sweep back. Good, exhale, softly bend into the left knee, plant the right foot down. Inhale, exalted crescent. And breathe out, fold over your left leg. Breathe in to iron out your spine, flatten. Plant your hands and fold. Inhale, tiger curl, left knee to chest. Exhale, swivel right heel down, send the left leg underneath the body out to the right. Breathe in, find your fallen triangle. Right fingertips up to the sky or overhead. Exhale, stay. Inhale, can you stack right shoulder on top of left more? Good, and exhale, right hand to the mat. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Left knee in towards body and then flip your dog all the way over. Setting up for wild thing, hips hover briefly. And then press, extend, hips to sky. 2 breaths here. Move into the full expression of your shape. Good, 1 more inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog, 2 hands, 2 feet to the mat. Ripple forward to high plank. And then lower your knees to the mat. Inhale, lift your body, shoulders to stack over knees, arms overhead. And then exhale, move into your camel variation. Always having the option to stay with cactus arms or hands supported on the low back. Take an inhale to stack your spine and grow tall. Really engage the glutes, hug the inner thighs together. And then exhale, if it feels good in your body, feel free to release into the full shape. If you feel any crunching in the low back, please back out. 3 breaths, close your eyes. Open up across the front of the heart. For 2.
Press the hips forward, engage the glutes for 1. Good, inhale, come back from where you started, kneeling. And then exhale, find a Virasana pose, sitting hips to heels. Close your eyes and place your hands over your heart. Feel that constant beat. Feel your breath start to slow. And tune in. Where are you right now? Recommitting to the last little section of this class as we cool down. Place your weight onto your hands. Take a little cat-cow just to move through the spine. Couple more rounds with your own breath. Good, and then whenever you're ready, sit onto one hip, swing your legs in front of you, and find whatever props you have nearby. We're going to move into our Paschimottanasana again, our seated forward fold. So again, start with whatever props you need. Hopefully you're feeling a little more open now. Take an inhale to stretch the crown of your head forward. Think about lengthening your ribs on top of your thighs. Big exhale out of your mouth and fold. Feeling a little softer around your edges now compared to how we started. Maybe a little more spacious. The back line of the body, the space between your shoulder blades. Take 3 more breaths. Softly, slowly rise up. And then you can keep your bolster right where it is, or you can use a block. We're going to come into a supported bridge. So press through your palms and feet, scooch your hips on top of your prop. So your sacrum, that bony plate between the low back and the pelvis, is going to be supported here. Soles of your feet are planted on the mat. Hands soften down towards your belly. If you want a little more sensation, feel free to straighten your legs, extending your heels forward. Evaluating, just feeling into your body, to the way you practice, and to the shapes you create. Honor that intention you set. If you feel like they didn't, then we have these next few moments together to just recommit. If you feel like your practice today did honor that intention, just find gratitude for this space and this time you have here. On your next exhale, hug knees into chest, and then extend your heels high. Finding slight activation through the legs, through the core. Slowly remove your block or your bolster from underneath your sacrum. Hug your knees in towards your body, and then take a happy baby, knees on the outsides of ribs, holding on to the outsides of your feet. Gently rock side to side if that feels good on your low back. 3 more breaths. Good. On your next inhale, hug your knees in towards your body. Give them a big squeeze. Maybe tuck your chin in as well. Take one more sip of air in and hold it at the top. And then open mouth exhale. Releases you all the way to Shavasana. Take any shape here that allows you to check in. Allow the control of your breath to soften, so move back to that natural rhythm. Take 3 more breaths. And as you're ready, roll onto one side gently, or option to stay in Shavasana for longer. If you're with me, go ahead and sit up, cross your legs, place your hands on your knees. We'll take one more inhale together, lift the crown of your head tall. And then one full exhale. Hands meet at heart or third eye. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.